Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. If you're new to my channel, thank you for hanging out with me today. This is just probably going to be pretty quick, although I am a rambler. I was tagged by Karen and Lauren from Two Orchids to do the One Shadow Eyeshadow. I don't know if it's a challenge or it's a tag. It's a tag. And I've already done one eye, if you can see. I've always dreaded coming on here without any makeup on my face. So it's a ballsy move for the girl. It just is what it is. Anyway, I got a mirror over here. What is going on? Okay, anybody else? My camera's doing that. You can't see it. You don't know what I'm talking about. This weekend, my future daughter-in-law is coming over and she's supposed to help me with all this techie stuff. Now I've had people tell me in the past they're going to come and help me with this, so we'll see if this time if they actually do. I'm figuring most of it out on my own, but it makes things, you know, super challenging and it takes me a long time to get stuff done. So when you see my eyes go over here, I'm not looking at myself, I promise. I'm looking at what the screen is telling me is happening and not that I even understand. Okay, back to I am so broke out, you guys. 50 years old, what is the deal? Anybody else? I didn't even have, I would get like the once a month zit kind of thing growing up, and that drove me crazy. I'd never had acne, never had that. Karen was saying that too, she never gets zits. Karen, Two Orchids, Karen. And now she had like 2 on her chin, and I'm like, what's the deal here? Anybody else? Yeah, let's make it a thing. Let's all talk about our zits. Okay, so this is the One Shadow challenge, and the shadow that I chose was Woodwinked from MAC. So what I'm afraid to touch this other palette. I've got another palette down here. It's old and it's well loved and really dirty. There was a black in there along with these 3 shades. One is Woodwinked. Who would have thought? I already had it. One is called something and the other is called something too. I don't remember what the other kind of purpley shades. Anyway, you can see out of this one I used the Woodwinked a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them both wet and dry. The one that's older, I used it wet, and I'll show you how I do that on the lid. And then drier with a more fluffy brush, I put that in the crease and then all the way up. And I have a mirror over here, so sorry if I have to turn away and kind of look at that. So what I've done first off, and let me just tell you really quick, this will kind of be a mixed thing. I live in Minnesota, and so I spend a lot of time at the Mall of America. Mall of America has a Sigma store, so I finally went out and invested in, I didn't invest, it was under $100 bucks. It wasn't that expensive. Comes in a cute little thing. I think I got 6 brushes, and if you bought 6 brushes, then each brush, they gave you 20% off. Now I don't think that deal is still going on. But talk about, if you're a brush person, now maybe you don't like Sigma, but if you are, hello brush, no, I just don't want it to be one that I need. Excuse me, while I go looking. Yeah, actually, it's one that I might want to use. Hi. Yeah, I'm a mess. I'm not having wine because it's too early. I made coffee, and then now it's almost gone, so I have nothing really to about my whistle. Okay, so Sigma, yeah, I walked by and I'm like, oh my god, look at that. It's a whole store, it's all brushes. So me, a girl who has, even when I was doing makeup and doing makeup on other people, I love using my fingers, and each finger did a different purpose for me, kind of like brushes. But I feel like brushes are a thing, and I want to, you know, get back. Not that I don't have brushes, but you know, I don't really, it's not like I have to have a brush for each single thing. Pretty much every foundation that I put on, I like to use my fingers. Okay, so foundation. Stopped by Sephora last week. Ran in there, this is Bobbi Brown. This one is the Skin Foundation, Broad Spectrum SPF 15. Just went in there to look at 2 other foundations. The reps were there for this, and they threw me in the chair, and and before you know it, I came home with this. I love it. I'm gonna use my fingers. I've used the brush. Okay. Anyway, we're doing a shadow thing here. Let me do this before, because my battery will die, or something crazy will happen, and I'll never even get to the reason that we're here. All right. Settle down. Okay. So first thing I did on this eye was I tight lined on the top and bottom waterline with MAC Blues, B-L-O-O-Z. Yep, top, bottom. Didn't put any on underneath that or on the top of the lid. Are you serious? It's my husband. All right, Mr. Smith, we are filming. Mr. Smith, I'm filming. That's okay. No, you're on camera now, so what's going on? That's okay. Okay, I'll give you a call back. Okay, bye. Love you, bye. He said, oh shoot, I forgot. See, okay, we were working in the vineyard and I didn't go out yet this morning because I figured I'd do some filming and he has some meetings to go to. So I don't know. Anyway, he forgot I was going to film. Okay, so I am so sorry. This is just crazy. Here's what I did. And I'll just do it on this side. I'm going to tight line with this. Sorry if this grosses people out going right in there. I could do this driving my car. Literally just put it in, up, do the bottom water line, and then I don't do the outside top or bottom yet, but I will do that after. Ooh, give you a little more dimension. So, first off, let's get our Fix Plus. I'm going to use that. Fix Plus, Fix Plus, with my little shader brush from Sigma. Wow, you guys, I've got a little fuzzy. Can you see me just chasing this around? I'm going to spray my brush. Quick like. I don't know why I'm always in such a hurry. I feel like I'm being challenged. It's a timed thing. But it is kind of when you're... All right, I didn't want to touch this because it has that black that broke from before all over. All right, so I'm going to dip that in there and get that wet. Pack that on. And actually, when I pack this on, I'm going to pack it up into the crease, and I'm going to take it, look at this, girls, right up here to the brow bone. It feels a little odd, I know, to do that, but when you're just going to use one shadow, you might as well put it on. I'm going to try to make it so that you can see this too, and I can kind of use, no, I really can't. I'm trying to look at my little deal there, but that's tough. So this is wet, all the way up to the brow bone on the inside, and above the crease, through the crease and above here, pulling this upwards. So now, switch on over. I'm going to use my newer, same color, one eyeshadow. I just don't want to get one wet and the other. I'm just kind of trying to keep it separate. I'm going to dip it into my, oh my gosh, look at that, how black my finger got. Whatever that shadow was from MAC, that black one, holy crud. Okay. This big brush is the tapered blending brush. I'm going to take that into where I put a little bit of wet, into the crease, there, up to that brow bone on the inside, and right here, and almost all the way up. What got wet up there? Oh, no. Okay. And then just take that back down over the lid too. So we're just kind of blending, blending, blending. What this does is it just helps so that when you're doing it dry, it stays a little lighter. Wet makes things a little more pigmented and darker. So take that all the way up, over to the outside here. Leave that little space in here. I didn't even really prime my lids. I think what's on my lid, well, actually, I think a little prep and prime I did have on there because I used it under my eyes too, so I just put it on my lid. I don't have a particular thing I prime my lids with. Okay. So now you can see that. So wet, dry in the crease and above. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that blues liner again. Please don't run out on me, film. And I'm going to do on top, right in the lash line, underneath, and I don't get too neat about this. Now I'm not doing them at the same time, unfortunately, and that makes it a little tough. That same one that we had, that we used wet, I'm going to take that, turn it on its side, And I'm going to smudge out that blues a little bit and into the lash line. That's going to give you a little bit of that color up on there into the Woodwinked. And then I'm going to take it underneath. Put a little of the Woodwinked on there, the wet. Mix that in with the blues. And now I'll have to probably go back and forth from one eye to the other just to kind of even that out. All right, curl your lash. I already had them curled one time. Wow, you guys, here, I have a wipe. Keep wipes by you, I'm telling you. I love these. I like the Neutrogena. These are awesome. These are awesome. I put those by our TV room and take my makeup off at night sometimes when we're sitting in there before I go and wash my face. But whatever was in this MAC thing, I have made a total mess of myself, my brushes, my face. Okay, so curl your lashes. I've curled them once. I'll curl them again. And if you've seen any of my other videos talking about mascara, I love to curl my eyelashes, even after I put the mascara on. Okay, still loving it. The Lash Sensational. Best ever that I found so far. This color has so many dimensions in it, this Woodwinked. It looks like you have several different eyeshadows on. It's fantastic. Especially when you get it wet and it really gives that multicolored look. And it's got the warmth in it. Anyway, we're going to have to edit quite a bit of this out. So then again, I mean really, this is taking longer than it ever really needs to. You basically have used two brushes. Where's my little brush? My shader brush, my blender brush, blues liner from MAC, pencil liner, Lash Sensational, and then the fabulous Woodwinked Shadow for the one shadow tag. And then I was telling you Bobbi Brown on my face. That's what's on my face. My lip combo today, I have this over here. I think it's Velvet Teddy, right? Velvet Teddy with Whirl, and then a little bit of Modesty in the center. And no matter what, I always like a gloss. I'm finishing up the sugar from Buxom. I love the Buxoms. I'll be getting more of these, but I like to put that just a little bit in the center. I love that tingle. So Anastasia Brow. What do we got here? Soft Brown Duo. Love that. My cheeks today, I am wearing Pinch Me by MAC. And okay, so since I've had these breakouts, let me give you a little tip, even though I don't know if I've got those covered well, and they do well in person, and what you have is it, you have is it. You can cover it, but it still is it. The thing that I've done my whole life, you guys need a little trick for zits, is I use Bare Minerals. I have had this bugger for a long, long time. A Q-tip. Generally what I do is use some sort of a concealer. Right now I'm using the Fit Me concealer. Fit Me, put a little dab on there, smash it in, get the powder on the Q-tip, the fluff, make the Q-tip so that it's fluffy, not a real tight one. You want it to be a little fluffy. Dip it in the powder, shake it off, set it on there. It should absorb right in and cover it. It makes it a little thicker, and then you just lightly roll over that. It takes a little bit of practice, but if you can get that little method down with a concealer, with a powder, and a Q-tip. Bare Minerals though, it's the only one that I know that works for that. It's just a great little cover-up for zits. I've been doing that when in high school when I'd get that one little breakout. That's how long ago I started doing that. What else can I tell you? I feel like I just really rushed, but one eyeshadow. This Woodwinked is fantastic. I love this stuff. And anyway, can you see? Close my eyes. And I know because my film, I could cry. It stopped on me. I had to look at it. It looked in the reason I'm looking over here is it's on my computer screen. I can see what I had already filmed. It looked a little different on the film than what it looks like in person. So I hope, trust it, even though if it looks a little scary, in person it's really not. It's quite pretty. And with that blues, it's that gold, that orangey color that's in that Woodwinked with that blues liner, just really, really, it's a good combination. So fun tag. I will tag anybody who's watching who wants to do this. I don't think I'm going to pick anybody in particular this time. Just go for it. But if you do it, please let me know. I'd love to know that you did it. And thank you again for being here. You guys, I know if you've followed me on Instagram, and you know that I have some health issues going on right now. Nothing to get really shook up about. The doctors seem to be not overly concerned. So we're doing a few more testing. I'm having a surgical biopsy on next Wednesday, which would be the 22nd. So keep me in your prayers, and I will keep you updated on what's going on. But for now, I would not be overly worried about it. I'm not worried about it because, like the tattoo says, I am his. He knows. He's in control. So I love you guys. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.